Last time on Who Would Win?
It's going to endow her with even bigger ballistics.
It's terrorism.
Isn't that a popular word these days? Not to worry. We've prepared
Political reference?
I mean, this game was 2004. So yeah, that was the height of the Afghan Middle East conflict.
Dude, he got him. Oh, shit.
Oh, thank Christ. I was like, I really hope you're not that into this cutscene, buddy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
On this exciting episode of Who Would Win? My taste buds are one blue boy.
Wow, dude. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking about that while you were organizing the attaché case.
Good for you. No, that's great.
This episode brought to you by Blue Moon Mango Wheat, the worst fucking beer I've ever had.
Oh, first minute, dude.
Sorry,
That's okay.
long stinger.
Long sting.
Oh, look at that flower.
The ritual is over. She just went into that giant vagina-looking thing.
Wait, flashback?
No, this is currently
real time?
happening. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
but not him. Yeah.
No.
I paid my due respects towards your impressive and stubborn will.
Oh man, he's stubborn.
Oh, he's into that. He's into that Japanese stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of tentacles going on right now. Here he goes.
Oh,
Oh, he's taking that guy with him.
oh.
Oh shit, dude. It's like a Tangela.
So is that like his room back there?
You ready for this?
Oh wait. Oh.
Yeah, this is the real thing, baby.
So is that Salazar now? Is he like morphed?
Yeah, he's morphed with the other guy. See,
Oh.
here's Salazar.
That was quick.
Right?
Monsters. Guess after this, there'll be one less to worry about.
God, he's such a badass.
Wow. You look awful.
Right.
I've taken shits that have looked better than you.
Yeah, right.
Gonna get him in the eye? Yeah. Okay, so the plant does something to assist in the
Oh shit.
oh.
He killed me. Well, I just gotta do that again. I forgot that it doesn't. It's not. It you know. Fuck.
It's alright, you're still in good shape.
Still in good shape.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Okay, we're just gonna skip this.
Yeah, we know. So the big flower thing morphs. What are the parasites called again?
Las plagas.
Yeah, they can morph the plagas with things. I don't know. You'll fill me in later.
Yeah.
You're
I will.
concentrating.
That's fine.
I'm gonna keep enjoying.
This fantastic,
This beer.
delicious beer. What are you asking me? All right, say it again.
What is the function of the plant? It can merge.
Really nothing.
Okay.
It's just
It's just a part of the plagas.
he's fused together.
It's fused.
All right, so this
Oh.
boss just sucks. So
Wow.
that's why I get the rocket launcher.
Oh, because you just one shot him.
Yeah.
No more Scalazar.
I guess it's a little cheap, but at the same time, like
I mean, you can get.
I can afford it, so I might as well just do it.
Hey, most of the things in life are,
If you can afford it, then you're gonna be better off in life.
Yeah.
Oh man, capitalism at its finest once again. Look, this game really teaches you that you just got to have money to survive.
Hey, my daughter, wrote a couple songs and kind of plays the acoustic guitar. Maybe we can take something with us. Here's $1 million. And now we have Taylor Swift.
Hey, her stuff is great.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say. If
Or are you gonna do? He's going into it for real.
I'm just gonna go into it. I'm just gonna say my piece.
Say your piece.
She clearly knows how to write a catchy pop song.
She is a pop artist for
Yes,
sure.
she knows how to write a catchy pop song. However, unremarkable music and singing skills. And I don't say that as a dig. I say that as a, if it was like anyone else can write a catchy pop song if they pursue writing catchy pop songs like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that her catchy pop songs per se make her out to be something inherently unique.
Okay.
However, because she was pushed onto the public through means of marketing, that's who we know is Taylor Swift. I
Sure.
get it. One man's opinion. Just saying.
No, I mean, look, you gotta speak your piece. Speak it to peace, and just let it happen.
Yeah, just let it happen.
But also, so I spent what, 3,000 on the rocket launcher and
I thought it
gained
was 30. 30?
Was it 30?
Mhm.
I thought it was only 3,000. Maybe it was 30. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
But
Anyway,
you gained some back.
I gained money back. Yes.
Yeah, and you probably sold it, didn't you? Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Dude, you know.
I know what I gotta
Yeah.
do. The thing you want me to do.
Yep, all the time.
Like, we actually are in really good shape.
Oh, are you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah,
We're in good shape.
we're still in good shape.
Good deal.
Ah, damn it!
Oh yes.
All right, looks like that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
All right,
You got some grenades. You can move up into those.
we
slots.
got some stuff, man.
Let's do a little.
Let's do a little shuffling.
I mean, but do you understand? Do you understand my point?
So, yeah, as a personal preference, I really cannot get into her music at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally understand and get how she has made her money. She is 100% a pop musician that understands what makes a good pop tune. And she is also a pretty damn shrewd business person. Like, she understands, and that's what, like, her whole thing with, like, re-recording her albums and recapturing her masters is 100% for that reason. Because she is not only gaining control back of those recordings, but she's also milking the shit out of it. Because now she's able to re-release those songs as singles again, as, you know,
Right.
Taylor's version of this song.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
This long extended version. And now we hate Jake Gyllenhaal again because of reasons.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I think, like, going back and listening to her first couple albums, the production. Oh, get it.
He did.
Oh, you already got it. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you used it. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
The production and the musicianship, not from her, but I mean from the studio musicians that she had on that on I mean, like any of her albums, but obviously her later albums, there's more digital stuff going on.
Sure,
But-
but it's also just like heavily produced, like
Yes.
to the point of overproduced.
But her first couple of albums are very much like band oriented.
They were country pop albums.
Yeah, and the guys playing on that stuff are like great. They're super in the pocket. And she had good musicians playing on those albums.
Yeah.
I just think, and maybe this is a better way of putting it. I don't think that level of skill is particularly unique.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, there's other people that write better songs that aren't as popular, that are objectively better songs, and maybe catchy. Catchy's such a particular subject. Like, it's hard to quantify what makes a catchy song. Now you can formalize it and say, okay, well, the pop song formula is intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus. And then there you've written a pop song. If you have, the other catchy elements in place, like a hook, like a good lyric line for the chorus, like a good overarching message or meaning to package it all together. But to quantify why one song is catchier than the other one, the exclusive. Yeah, 6.5. Nice.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we have enough. Oh, should we do that or Striker?
Striker? Striker. I go Striker. Boomstick.
Yeah, but this is. Oh, you know what? Shit. You know what? Fuck.
What?
Damn it. Actually, yeah, that's a good point because I want to empty this magazine and then buy the exclusive.
Yeah.
Good point. Look at you. You're smart.
I knew it from the beginning.
Fuck you. We'll just go ahead and give that by a little boost. A little boost.
I think the determining factor was the amount of investment that went into the marketing of that.
Sure.
And I'm not even necessarily saying it as a dig on her per se. Like, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do on the face of the earth with the time you got.
Oh, you gotta. This is the cutscene that I want you to pay attention to.
Yeah. I'm ready. Oh, it's that girl.
Need a ride, handsome?
Okay.
That's it. That's what we've been waiting for this entire playthrough.
Hey, can you finally show me the bottle cap thing that she's featured in?
What thing?
The bottle cap thing.
Oh yeah, I can.
You're like, oh no, I can't show you this one yet because we hadn't met her yet.
True. Yeah, I can show it to you.
Show me the way.
Can I tell you another thing too?
Yeah, about the game or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Uh-oh.
and this is a thing that cannot be proven one way or the other unless I,
Ooh, whoa.
Right. Some leg. Ada. This is something that will probably never be truly proven or revealed, but
Women.
I am of the opinion that it is
It's that guy.
But Salazar's
right.
Yes, it seems that way.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Sailor, why don't you give up and let Ashley go home?
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence, just because you killed my small-time subordinate.
Sadler, you're small time.
Arrive in my cage of torment, my friend.
So, by the way, we are at like the last, I'd say,
Chapter or
third of the game. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
So you know how like it's like chapter 1.2, 1.5, 2.3, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
So now we're in chapter 5, and there's only 5. It's 5
Sub-chapters?
Yeah, 5.1, 2, 3, 4, and then final, I think.
Okay.
So
the
we're
final fifth of the game.
we're pretty much there, man. Yeah,
Nice.
sure, final fifth. That's a better way to look at it. But okay, so for Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
in terms of breaking into the music industry, and you can disagree with me on this. I would encourage you to give me feedback. But I do believe that it is easier to get into the scene as a country artist than a bona fide pop musician in terms of like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, boy band, I guess nowadays like an Ariana Grande, Doja Cat status of musician, right? I honestly think it is much easier to sell yourself as a pop country
I
star
hear.
than a just straight up I am a pop musician.
Yeah, I think I think I would agree that it's easier to become recognizable. Especially in the idea of today's folk musician of the 60s. Like, think about the Bob Dylan era, Joni Mitchell, Simon and Garfunkel.
Sure, yeah.
Like, this whole, like, folk revival scene doesn't necessarily exist. I mean, I'm not really talking about Mumford & Son. That's, like, kind of an imposter way of looking at pop music
and,
still.
like, they're really not relevant anymore.
No,
at this
and they're
point.
not. Yeah, they were a fad for a bit, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, acoustic instruments and banjos are cool now, right?" Like, dude,
Yeah.
banjo, like, awesome. But now it's kind of a thing. It was just a passing phase. I think country singer-songwriter is kind of like the singer-songwriter of the '60s.
Sure.
As far as public opinion and mass market opinion, not necessarily skill, because I mean Joni Mitchell is like so good. Karen Carpenter, the Carpenters, wow,
Yeah,
just
totally.
wow. But it's easier to sell a song, I think, in the country scene because it's all about song. It's all about songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
The skill level of performing that song isn't necessarily. I'm going to go back to this saying, isn't necessarily unique. Like, there's a ton of people that are doing that thing. I played in a country band with someone that was doing that thing, and in his original songs sounded like a lot of the stuff that was coming out of Nashville. It's kind of like this middle ground of what a song is and what you're going to do with it. And then it's all on the back half of getting your... Look at that monstrosity. Wow.
He's a big boy.
Dude, he's got a minigun. He's just gonna, like, pummel you with it. And soldiers? This is weird.
Yeah, so we're in a new phase, man.
Yeah, well, it looked like you were taking a boat to Alcatraz.
Kind of.
Because I think that music style is so focused on the song itself, not on the individual musicianship of that performance, but on the song itself.
Yeah.
I think it definitely is, and I'm also starting to see trends with that, with some of my own cohorts and people that I know in the scene that they've just started to kind of make this country image of themselves to also take a different direction.
Sure.
And I mean, I think they also like country. I'm not saying they're not authentic in it, but I'm thinking that they're also seeing other opportunity. Nashville is huge right now. Nashville is just
absolutely.
the place to go if you're a musician, supposedly.
I honestly like there's a lot of genres that Nashville attracts.
Yeah.
Obviously, country
Country pop, yeah.
country pop, country.
And even regular mainstream pop right now too.
Those are that's the place to be for sure. For sure, everybody who wants to break it like needs to really like hit that strip.
There's still I think I'm going to offer a counter argument though.
Sure.
As well.
I'm down for that.
Because there's definitely the traditional way of looking at the industry, which means you need to go to the scene where it's happening.
The room where it happened.
Yeah, you need to go to the room where it's happening. Room where it happened. And then do what you can and schlep gigs and make it from there. That's sort of the traditional way of looking at it, right? So
Right.
for a lot... Ooh, you got sparked. Uh-oh. Okay, you're still in good shape. So a lot of people, and even people still today, right now, are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Nashville, or I'm gonna go to L.A. because I really want to pursue this, and I'm gonna go to L.A. I guess at the same time, it's like if you have zero contacts going to either one of those places, you're kind of a no one. I think it's gonna be pretty hard to break into that scene.
Sure.
Unless, you go and you hang out at some jams, you meet some people, and you say, I'm a guitar player, or I'm a bassist, or I'm a drummer, and looking for stuff, and you meet enough people, you'll get some opportunities, and you'll move forward. But you're also going to be competing with a very saturated market of people doing stuff. Now,
Totally.
per capita, there's more music opportunities happening, which is good, but there's still a ton of people there. Who do you think have been a couple of the biggest pop stars to actually really rise on the scene in the last couple of years, though?
How many years are you talking about? Because pop music moves so quick.
Like
now,
last
man.
5 years, who's really stepped onto the scene?
Doja Cat's one for sure. There's another one that just kind of came out of nowhere.
I'm gonna give you the person that I'm gonna use an example out of.
Ooh, you know who well, all right, I guess it's not really fair because she's been around for a while, but she's like blown up now. Willow Smith.
Okay, yeah.
She's huge now.
Yeah, but I'm not necessarily counting that.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Shit, man. In terms of this kind of genre, though,
I'm not even talking genre.
Just in just all pop.
Yeah.
Man, if you tell me a name, I'm gonna like say, "Of course, you idiot! I knew that the whole time."
Yeah. Want me to say it?
Yeah, say it.
Billie Eilish.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
Mega.
Oh, I'm
right?
an idiot.
See,
I'm an absolute
I knew you'd kick yourself.
Yeah, I am.
And guess where she went to break into the scene?
Spotify.
No, her bedroom, dude. All of that
Yeah,
like first
bedroom pop.
album is recorded in her bedroom with her brother.
That whole subgenre called bedroom pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're entering this phase where the internet's getting to be such a force du jour. Am I saying that right? Am I doing that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a force that, and because the level of technology has gotten so high that's available to consumers, like you and I can go buy a laptop and the free software that's on a Mac, GarageBand, is going to be...
It's pretty damn good.
Well, and it's going to be better with a proper interface. It's going to be better recording software for like miking and plugging in instruments and creating your own sounds with MIDI instruments and software instruments. That's better than what people were using in professional studios 20 years ago.
Yeah.
15 years ago. Mm-hmm. 10 years ago maybe on some of this stuff. The technology and the software is getting so advanced where you don't need all of this. You don't need LA.
No.
Is what I'm saying, because LA was like, that's where they have the studios. That's where the engineers are. And now engineers are still doing, and producers are still doing well because that's a skill set that you need to learn.
Yes.
However, the typical, ooh, you got stuck.
Yeah, I should have got my shotty.
The office for that type of work was the studio. But now studios exist in everyone's bedroom, in everyone's, kitchen table or countertop or wherever, So there's this new, like you said, there's this new idea of bedroom pop where people are creating the same amount of catchy songs in this new format where I think, in my opinion, LA and Nashville are redundant for the recording industry. Maybe not the live scene, but again, that's kind of another thing, because the Nashville scene, as far as a lot of like making your way, is going to be, well, you're going to go play at this bar for 4 hours. You're not going to take a break. 4 hours straight. You better set up quick, and you better get off quick because we got the next band coming in.
Sure.
Like all that Music Row stuff. It's like,
yeah.
And you're not going to make much money on that type of gig. Because you're doing it under the mask of, well, I'm just going to get exposure. But then there's going to be another, player or another singer or another someone else that is going to show up and then are going to be just as good, if not better, or even worse, but have some sort of catchier thing or some sort of, the X Factor, as it's called in some point. Oh yeah, there it is. That makes them more, memorable or stick out or whatever. It's just such a gamble. I'd rather, for my benefit, just take chances where I have a little more control of the situation. In one man's opinion.
Yeah. I totally feel all of those points.
And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing either, like the whole bedroom production or, bedroom pop or whatever. I don't think it's actually bad. I think it's good because it means it's more accessible to people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go back to my point further back as I was saying about Taylor Swift. I don't think it's necessarily unique. I don't think what she's doing is like out of the ordinary of what people with a passion in music and study and write songs, and I think can achieve.
Right.
Now, let's say we all of a sudden have 200,000 Taylor Swifts on Spotify. What makes Taylor Swift unique? What makes any of that unique?
Well,
what makes the next song about, a breakup with your boyfriend or a heartache or something unique as opposed to the last one?
man, I feel like you can honestly kind of trace this back. Oh, man, I forgot about this. Oh, wait, did I get that? I did get it. I'm
Nice.
an idiot. Wait, hold on. I need to make sure I actually did. I did. Okay. Did I just leave money on the table? Man, at that point, I'd argue that you're just getting into semantics of marketing.
That's been my whole point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's I think she and other artists similar to her are. I don't think it's about the music. I think it's about the marketing. Now imagine this. Okay, we've got Spotify. We've got all this recording technology. Do you sitting here today think we're gonna have a ton of Stevie Wonders pop up on the scene?
No.
We'll have more of those people, but it's gonna be fewer and far between because that shit's hard. Stevie Wonder.
All right. So yes, I guess it's like anything else. It's the idea of now there are more opportunities for people who may not have made it in the past, which is, I think, good for. I think it's good for artistry because it kind of pushes the. I honestly do think it pushes the envelope, but not in the way you might think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it pushes the envelope for people who are truly the unique, the one of a kinds, the Stevie Wonders, the people that can truly just push the envelope in terms of artistry. By the way, I'm gonna reset real quick. Actually, no, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep going, and then there's a good place to stop here.
Okay.
But in terms of like finding the thread in the saturation, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
gas mask.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wow.
So I think it's a combination of, yes, there's oversaturation in the market, but there's also the opportunity for the people that may not have had it the first time.
Yeah, and I think that element of it is better.
Is great because then you get these people that are truly talented and truly just didn't have the resources, or unfortunately the reality of the matter is the money. They weren't born with a silver spoon up their ass.
And I think that a lot of that can actually bring about, less of this, artist feast or famine. There can be a little more of an artist middle class of like, people within their own realms of influence and realms of audience size can say like, this is my music and this is what I do, and listen to me if you want to listen to me. And they can, hopefully, unless they're taking a ride from streaming companies, which happens, and
Sure.
and all that other stuff, that actually can make music and make a decent living at making music. Which is good, which is exciting. I think we're getting to the point of that happening. Unless, again, these big streaming companies don't get in the way of that, which obviously they want to or kind of are. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword, too. I mean, people wouldn't have the ease of getting their own music out there unless Spotify existed.
Exactly.
you know, but at what point is Spotify taking a cut versus at what point is Spotify taking the entire cut of the pie, you know?
Yeah.
The entire pie and leaving you with the small cut. Which has kind of yet to be seen. I mean, artists really don't make a ton of money off of streams, but they can still make, you know, a bit, you know. I think it's 1 million streams is like $8,000, roughly speaking.
I mean, yeah, it's attainable.
Yeah,
for sure.
it is definitely attainable. And if you have a wide enough audience, you know, you can break that down to look at it like you have 1,000 fans that listen to your music 100 times.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. I think is roughly the you know, math. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, break it down.
Let me make sure that's correct. 1,000 listens to. That's 100,000. Sorry, so that's $800. So let's say you have a 10-song album. All right. So they listen to that 10-song album 100 times.
Sure.
At some point, you know. So that would be 1,000 fans. They listen to your 10-song album 100 times is a million. They'd have to really like your music.
Yeah.
But you could scale that up, right? Okay, 20,000, 50,000 fans, you know. You're still in good shape.
Oh, watch this. He's gonna kill all of his friends.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Kill your friends.
And, you know, and the best thing that you want to have happen is a bunch of people bring their own unique voice and their unique take of this medium and create stuff that's enjoyable for people to listen to, you know?
Totally.
I just don't want to see it delude the idea that, and I don't know, it's, maybe I should just say this.
Shit, I'm an idiot.
I don't think that the person listening to Taylor Swift, it might be a hot take, I don't know. I don't think that the person listening to Taylor Swift is really that into her music per se. I think they're mostly into her personality, who she is as a person, and her image, and how she exists within that image through her music.
Sure.
Like you said it a few seconds ago. Yeah, well, you know, the whole like Jake Gyllenhaal thing. Like, okay, so they're listening to that song not because of the song itself, not because that's a good song, but because it's the Taylor Swift song about her breakup with Jake Gyllenhaal and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what is the song as about?
Stevie Wonder song?
Yeah. You don't know, and you know what? You don't care because it's a banger of a track.
It is a great track.
It's a banger, and you're listening
I think
to
it's got
that.
a lot of good, feel-good messages behind it.
Oh, certainly, yeah. But like, you're not gonna listen to Crazy Train because you're really into trains, dude. I guess you might, but it's like, dude, listen to the song. Like,
Look,
this is a
man.
banger.
Crazy Train.
Yeah, but like, hey, you like trains?
You like trains, Billy?
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne has kind of a thing for trains. Like, are you into trains? Like, I
Loves
love
trains.
trains. Let's pop on this song.
Big fan of trains.
You know what I mean? Like, it's more so it's like the equivalent to the high school popularity contest or
Come back anytime.
Yeah.
am I making sense?
No, you totally are. You totally are. I think though too. We've gone way over on this episode, but I
And
do
people
want.
can listen to music for whatever reason they want. I'm
No,
not saying
and
that.
we totally yes. That's 100%. At the end of the day, like you gotta enjoy what you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
I think though, to kind of like counter or to bring another counter argument to the whole oversaturation, because I agree, like there is that problem of oversaturation, but then it also gives people opportunities that they didn't have before. What about though too, of all of the like vinyl records that exist in the world, how many can you say you've listened to and said that's good music?
Like me personally,
Yeah,
such a small amount.
exactly.
Yeah, like a tiny.
There are like
tiny fraction.
when I go to like the record exchange,
Mm-hmm.
there are artists and albums there that I've never heard of in my life, and I will never pick up again.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you what it is or what it's about. And I've actually bought a couple. I tried to do that. I tried to do just like random like album hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one day I picked out like 10 records,
Yeah.
and I liked maybe 2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I went all over the place. I went into jazz, I went into pop, I went into R&B, I went into pop. I was like all over the place. I was just like, I'm gonna find one record based on the instruments on the back that I see and the album artwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm gonna base it off. And I picked them at random, and a couple of them were like, overall this is a pretty good record. A couple of them were like, there's like one song on here that I'd maybe listen to again in my life, and then the others were purely garbage. Pure garbage.
And some of that's also the Pareto distribution. The whole like
Sure.
90-10 or 80-20 rule. Like 90% of everything is crap,
Yeah,
and 10% of it is really good.
definitely.
And that's especially true in music.
You're gonna have that.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, we got to wrap this episode up. We will talk about this a little bit more on the next episode. Where we're gonna find out who would win. Some island guys or a couple of island boys.
Oh wow! Hey,
Yeah, bring a little callback.
Oh, we'll bring it back.
A little callback. Talking about the music
Yeah.
industry.
That's, oh god, yeah.
When we talk about like
those guys have an
prime-
album.
No, they
Or a
actually didn't
single,
even.
probably.
They didn't even have a song before they freestyled Island Boys. That was just a viral clip, and then
Man.
they made a music video based on it.
Yeah, you think anyone's listening to that and being like, "Oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this music."
Have you actually listened to the song? Have I played it for you yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude.
I
So
don't want to.
it's a standard like modern hip hop song where it's mostly auto tune vocals over a trap style beat.
A trap beat that you can purchase on the internet and drag into your DAW and like, okay, here we got the beat.
That's sure, yes, it is that. It's very plug and play. However, the best part about it is just how over saturated the bass is
Yeah.
to the point where you can't even hear anything else.
That's probably because they're mixing on like, HP desktop computer
It's pretty
speakers
awesome.
that you
You should make a video on your music channel breaking down how to not mix in the 21st century and use that as an example.
Yes.
I think that might be a good some good fodder for you.
that might be good. If only there
Anyway,
was more production stuff.
we'll do a little off-screen grinding because I need to upgrade some weapons here to get my boy ready.
I'm ready. My
We're,
body's ready.
look at how we're actually in really good shape. This
We're-
is probably the
dude.
most ammunition I've ever had up at this point in the game.
We're in good shape.
So we're doing good.
We're in good shape.
We'll catch you all next time. All right.
Peace out.
Bye.